Hey, what's up, guys? Wanted to do a lesson on Dylan, different chord shapes that he uses in DADF tuning. I did a video about a year ago or so where I was like sitting in the park playing a bunch of Dylan songs in DADF tuning. And a lot of people wanted to know, wanted me to explain a little bit more about the chord shapes in DADF. So a lot of those songs, all the songs that I played that day were from the Blood on the Tracks album. And for that album, he used, a lot of the songs on that album are in DADF. Or Open E, which is the same thing, basically just tuned up. But for this lesson, I have it in DADF tuning. And so the chord shapes are real similar with these, within these songs. So I'm going to start with "You're Gonna Make Me Lonesome." I have some of the lyrics up here. Whoa, what's going on? Okay, hold on one second, bear with me. Okay, so to put it, first of all, to put it in DADF, you have to tune the high E and the low E down. You have to bring the B string down to match the A, and then the G string has to be tuned down a half step to G sharp, or F sharp, I'm sorry. And it should sound like this. And I believe Dylan sometimes just plays this openly. That's how it sounds, just strumming the open strings in this tuning. Not too bad, Nice full sound, but I know he adds different things. Like this is a D shape right here. And your first finger is going to be at the 4th of the D, second finger is at the 5th of the A. That's a D shape. And to start with, I'm going to start with "You're Gonna Make Me Lonesome." Okay, right there, what I'm doing is you're going to start with the D and move down to this shape right here, which is this is actually an A chord, but this is it's like an E7 shape. First finger is going to be at the 3rd fret of the G, and your second finger is on the 4th of the A. Move this shape down, and that becomes G. Finish on this chord right here, which is an A/G chord. Okay, and I believe when it changes in that chord in that song, you're going to go to that G/A. And for the G/A, you could either bar it from the D string down, the 5th fret, or play it like this with your second finger on the 5th of the D and your ring on the 5th of the G, and all the other open strings along with it, from the A string down. Okay, so for that part, there's a different part where change is going to go to the A, and let me bring that part up. Let's see, A. Okay, so you're going to go from A to D twice. to play an E chord, which is 2nd fret. You're going to bar your first finger from the A string down. And switch to this shape, which is a G chord. I'm going to come back to the A/G chord. Okay, so that's You're Gonna Make Me Lonesome. Now let me go on to, oh God, what did I do? Hold on. I wanted to bring up Shelter from the Storm. Yeah, okay, here we go. So for Shelter from the Storm, let me see how the chords go in that. So for Shelter from the Storm, there are a couple different ways to play these chords. Going to be, the main change is a D, A to G, then back to the D. But there are different ways you can play the A to G change. This is one way, this same chord shape I showed you for the first song. Come down to this shape also, which is what I'm doing right here. Is I'm going to go to the 7th fret and bar the A, D, and G strings on the 7th. Let the B and the high E ring open. Move that shape down to the 5th fret. That's G. So there are two different ways to play that. That's Shelter from the Storm. And now to go to, let's see, what was the other thing I wanted to do? Simple Twist of Fate. Let's go to that. Okay. So for Simple Twist of Fate, you're going to start with this D shape, same D shape. This is like a descending. You're going to go from the 5th, 4th, 3rd down to the 2nd. Okay, so for this song, a little bit different. I'm going to start with the D shape. You're going to bring your 2nd finger down to the 4th fret, and you're going to be playing like an E minor shape. Your ring finger is going to be at the 4th of the D. And you're going to play all the open strings along with that. When you move down to the 3rd fret, your 2nd finger is going to be on the 3rd of the A. Ring finger is going to be at the 3rd of the B. Move down to this shape, which is a G chord. It's actually like an E7 shape right there. Then you're going to slide down. And this right here is, your first finger is going to be at the 4th fret of the G, 2nd finger at the 5th of the D. Play the open A string with that. I'm going to go to the D, A, G, back to the D, and then every verse is the same in that song. Okay, so that's 3 songs right there. Tried to show you the different shapes. Another song, I guess, would be Meet Me in the Morning. I think I did that song too that day. So for Meet Me in the Morning, you're going to bend the high E string, 3rd fret, and bend it up, release it, play the open string, go to the 3rd fret of the B, play that note, and hit the high E string again. And then bring your 2nd finger over to the 3rd of the G, 1st finger's on the 2nd of the B. This riff is so similar to Prodigal Son. It's just weird. But for this song, and when he begins singing, I'm going to come down to the 5th fret. Back to this, and then you're going to come to the 7th, 5th, and then back open. Okay, so hopefully this gives you a better understanding of his chords. A lot of it is this A to G, and just different ways to play. Like this is one way, another is this. Okay, and then with D, remember you can always just strum it openly, or you can add this, make it D. Okay, and that's it. That's all I have to say. Good luck with it. Take care.